Okay, guys, now please ask any questions. Unit 9, track 20 and track 21. If you have any questions, please ask. Hỏi đi các bạn. Câu student, student 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which word? Elaborate. Okay, actually it is already explained. The word elaborate was explained right there, or has been, or is explained right there. Where's that? What does that mean? Yeah, elaborate on that. That means that you need to add more information about that. Okay? When you say something and somebody else just say that, could you please elaborate? Or I want to elaborate on that. I mean that, could you please add more information? Or I will add some more information about that. Yeah? Elaborate. Anything else? What? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, exactly. But your ideas didn't really lead on from each other. Of course, when you read this, yeah, lead on from each other, maybe you don't understand, but if you read the whole paragraph, you will have the idea. Why? Because here they say that, okay, then there's a section on weather control programs. This made interesting reading, but your ideas didn't really lead on from each other. Did you write a plan before you did this? And then the girl said, no. And then the tutor, what did he say? Well, you really ought to. Here's an example. You talk about experiments to control hurricanes. Then you write about rain-making experiments. And then, for no apparent reason, you go back to talking about hurricane control. So, what does that mean? When you say that some ideas didn't really lead on from each other, what does that mean? I can't hear you. Speak louder. Yeah, they kind of they don't, or they didn't really link to each other, right? Yeah. So that means that it's kind of messy, you know. It's they didn't go like they didn't have a real plan for that one. They just go here and go there without any clear plan. So they didn't really lead on from each other. Yeah. Tức là không có nhìn có vẻ như hơi không có liên hệ, không có liên can đến nhau hết, rồi không có dẫn dắt nhau, không có sau cái này đến cái kia nhé. Yeah. Okay, anything else, please? Apparent, right? The one I have just read, right? And then for no apparent reason, you go back to talking about hurricane control. So apparent, what does that mean, guys? Apparent means? Yeah, unclear. But here, apparent, put down, apparent. Apparent means clear, obvious. Okay? Yeah? So they say for no apparent reason. That means that you don't have any good reason, or you don't have a clear reason why you did that. You understand? So that's why it's a mess. The tutor said, you talk about experiments to control hurricanes, then you write about rain-making experiments, and then for no apparent reason, that means, and then for no good reason, or it's very unclear why you did that, you just go back to talking about hurricane control. You understand? Yeah? Anything else? So that's why here he said that. So it's a bit messy. Okay? Yeah, she asked. So a bit messy. What? The next one, next page. Where is that? Where is that? Silver. Tutor number 2 from the bottom. Exactly. I would hate to think what might happen if you started firing silver nitrate into clouds. Yeah. Firing. You want to know firing or what? Yeah. You know fire? Yeah. So firing, that means like in this case like shooting or putting that there. Okay. Giống như bắn vô hay là cái gì đó ha. If you started firing silver nitrate into clouds, được không? Giống như bạn bắt đầu bạn bắn vô, bạn xả silver nitrate trong những đám mây. Ok. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this sentence, a bit of there's a bit of room for improvement. You will hear this a lot when a tutor, especially at the university or in the company, when they talk to each other. Okay, when they give you some feedback, and always you will hear this one. There's a room for improvement. Okay, so what does that mean? Guys, you don't know. Okay, when we say there's a room for improvement, that means that there's always some better ways to improve something. Okay, and here we say that there's a bit of room for improvement. Yes, so that means that that means that we can improve a little bit there, you know, to make it better a little bit. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's a bit of room for improvement. Anything else? Controversial, right? Where is that? Yeah, tutor number 3. Yeah, the issue is still controversial. Controversial, what does that mean? Guys, please explain in English first. Yes, go. Talk about this topic. This topic. Talk about this topic and what? Debate. Yes, I like the word debate more. Yeah. So controversial, that means that kind of still arguing about that one. Okay, that means that there are many sides. They are talking about the same topic, and actually they don't really have an agreement with each other. Yeah, they don't really agree with each other. They maybe you think, oh, this is wrong, and the other guy say, oh, that's right, something like that. So it's controversial. Yeah, tức là dạng như gây tranh cãi, gây tranh luận đó. Tức là cái vấn đề này vẫn còn gây tranh cãi, đúng không? The issue is still controversial. Anything else? That's it. Okay, and then let's move on to track 21. Okay, go on. Just keep asking. Student from the bottom. Student number 2 from the bottom. Yeah, which word? Moisture. Okay, moisture. Dưới này ha. Moisture, what does that mean? The cloud gets bigger and contains even more moisture. Moisture, what does that mean? Wet. Yeah, kind of wet. That means that kind of more liquid there. Okay. Độ ẩm đó. Droplet, right? Kind of, yeah, it's kind of a drop of water. Okay, so droplet. Okay. Giọt nước đó. Giọt nước, một cái giọt chất lỏng nào đó ha. Droplet. A small drop of liquid. Something like that, yeah. Of course, the word right below that, ramming, I don't think I need to explain that to you, right? Because it has been explained already. And what does that mean? Ramming, what does that mean? Of ice. Yes, okay. So that's a process called ramming, R-I-M-I-N-G, and that's when the ice particles, well, they join up to form bigger pieces of ice. And when they're heavy enough, they fall from the sky. So that's what we call ramming process. Ok nha. Trong IELTS có rất nhiều từ, cụm từ, các bạn đọc những từ tiếp theo thầy hay dặn rồi ha. Có thể là sau dấu gạch ngang hay là sau dấu phẩy gì đó, hay là sau cái câu tiếp theo đó, người ta sẽ giải thích rõ cái từ đó cho các bạn. Ok nha. Đó là IELTS. Cho nên đừng vội hoang mang khi chúng ta thấy cái từ là lạ. Rồi, go on. Anything else? That's it. Is that all? Cứ hỏi thoải mái nha các bạn, đừng ngại ngùng vậy nha. Chúng ta đến đây để học cho nên chúng ta cứ việc hỏi thoải mái. Nothing? Are you sure? Yeah. For example, like, yeah, it's already there, but I just want to ask, static sitting, can someone explain that to me? Static sitting, what does that mean? Yes, the next sentence, right? The silver iodide causes a chemical reaction with the tiny water drops in the cloud and they freeze. Okay? Something like that. Okay? Rồi, còn một cái cụm từ nữa thầy muốn hỏi các bạn, đó là cụm từ that matter. Till the almost the last one. What happens when water freezes? When anything freezes, for that matter. Something that may seem surprising. So for that matter, what does that mean? What does that mean? I have no idea. So we use that one. Normally you will see that they use, and it's really hard to translate, I know. But when we use that, it means that they just want to mention the second part of what they are talking about is just as important as the first one. Or they kind of very similar. For example, like the first part, they say, what happens when water freezes? And then they say, when anything freezes, for that matter. That means that anything freezes, they just want to say, okay, it's just very similar to the first one. So they have the same idea. You understand? Được không? Ý người ta hỏi là gì? Tức là chuyện gì xảy ra khi mà nước freezes là gì? Đóng băng. Chuyện gì xảy ra khi mà nước đóng băng? Xong sau đó là ông mới nói tiếp là gì? When anything freezes, khi mà bất cứ thứ gì đóng băng. Ý ông nói là đó, thầy nói ví dụ như là water freezes thì chuyện gì xảy ra, hay là đại khái giống như là cái gì freezes cũng vậy, đúng không? Ý nói là cái vế sau này nó cũng giống ý của vế trước. You understand? Yeah. Thì mình dùng cái cụm từ for that matter, đúng không? Ý nó là hai cái tương đồng với nhau đó. Chuyện gì xảy ra khi nước đóng băng, hay là bất cứ cái gì đóng băng cũng được, đại khái mình dịch vậy ha. Chuyện gì xảy ra khi mà nước đóng băng, hay là khi mà bất cứ cái gì đóng băng, vậy thì chuyện gì xảy ra, đúng không? Ý là mình sẽ dịch như vậy. Something that might seem surprising, một cái gì đó thì có lẽ như là sẽ rất là đáng kinh ngạc hay đáng ngạc nhiên ha. Rồi, of course it releases heat. Yeah. Alright, if you don't have any other questions, then we will move on to the next one, right? But before we move on, we can have a break. Yeah? Okay.